much are you looking forward to getting into that first preseason action?
It's the first game. We got that first game jitters. I'm just ready to go.
Any sense of, I mean, it's all nerves, no excitement. I mean, what are you looking to do in the game specifically?
Just do my responsibility and just cause havoc to that whole line. So,
Emmanuel, Green Bay is one of the uh, most historic places in the NFL. Lambeau Field. Does it mean anything to you to be playing there? Does that hit you at all?
like I said, it hasn't hit me yet because I haven't actually stepped on that field yet. But I guess it will hit me once I get there. And yeah, it's somewhere I've grown up like watching on TV. So it'd be a cool experience to play there.
Will it kind of hit you the journey that you've taken just when you get on that field? Will it kind of you think it'll kind of all come into play when you're sitting there on the field just thinking about your life?
Uh, I don't know. I guess it would just hit me like, wow, how far I've come, those kind of things. And hey, I'm a professional football player on the big stage, so that's the kind of stuff that's going to hit me. So.
What's it going to be like to actually be on the same field as like an Aaron Rodgers and have an opportunity to disrupt him, sack him, or whatever?
Oh, it's definitely going to feel great. He's a guy like, I grew up, watching on TV, watching him playing Sundays. It'll be a cool experience to go out there and just play against a legend like that.
You guys have had a physical camp here, and you've been going live some. But do you really need to face an opponent, somebody, with a different uniform to really test yourself and know exactly where you're at?
Oh yeah, most definitely. We're going against the same color jersey we've had this whole time, so it would be better if we could go against a different opponent this time. So.
How is the transition going for you? I mean, we talked about you when you first got moved to D-line. How's it going for you so far?
It's going well. Just getting used to the position and getting better at it. Improving daily. That's my main goal. So.
Will you play end down lineman in the game, or will you play linebacker, or
Well, I'll be playing both in the game. So.
both in the game?
So.
Is it fair to say you're spending most of your time with the D-line? I mean, meetings and
Yeah,
team and
I
everything?
spent most of my time with the D line, but I still look at outside linebacker plays and all that. I still go through it. So.
Have you gotten any feedback as to how the coaches think you play this far in the film room or on the field? Or
Oh no, I haven't gotten any feedback yet, but hopefully it's good.
what do you think you've done?
I feel I've did my responsibility, did my job, caused havoc, while I was drafted too. So.
Have you studied, by any chance, a guy like a Clay Matthews, who you'll be on the same field with, not at the same time? But have you studied a guy like that, his film?
Growing up, I used to watch like a bunch of different like pass rushers, and he was one of them I actually like watched. So I try to mimic my game after great players like that, just so I could be as good or even better than them in the future. So.
And what moves or what did you take away from a Clay Matthews?
It's a certain move. He actually gets really low when he does his pass rush move, and so that's the kind of thing I watch. Just focus on staying lower and just get under the offensive lineman. So that's.
Would you look forward to meeting him at this game?
Of course, I'll look forward to meeting everybody, but it's not a. It's not. I'm not like a fan. I'm a player too. So I gotta go out there and just play my game. So.
What about a jersey swap now?
Jersey swap. I don't know, maybe.
What's been
How
the toughest
challenging
part?
is it to go two positions?
It's definitely is challenging because you gotta know a bunch of plays, you gotta know different positions. But I actually like that. It makes me more flexible, and I'll be able to do whatever the coaches ask me to do. So.
What's been the toughest part of training camp so far?
The toughest part of training camp would be, I would say, the meetings. Long hours of meetings. Just. But it's really helpful though. You get to focus in. You just know what you're responsible, what you're supposed to do at a certain time. It's actually good. I like that. It actually helps me out a lot. So.
When you talk about needing to, improve on D-line and you're working on certain things, what specifically are you really focusing on? What are you working on?
The D-line, I'm kind of working on my pad level sometimes. I tend to get high at times, and I need to fix that because it's gonna hurt me in the future if I keep doing that. So.
Have you been facing a lot of double teams in that position, or are you mostly going one-on-one?
It's both at the same time. Sometimes I'll face double team, sometimes I face one-on-one, so it just kind of evens out. So.
Um, are you? I know you said when you first made the switch that, you're 280.
Yeah.
Usually a 3-4 end is like around more like 300.
Yeah.
Do you plan on bulking up at all, or are you gonna stay?
The coach wanted me still at 280, so it's whatever they want me to do, and I'll do it. So.
Okay. Have you reached out to any 3-4, some guys who have played that position? Have you talked to anybody about this outside of the building, some former players, or?
No, I have not. So.
Okay.
Emmanuel, we were talking to Al Saunders yesterday about how Corey Coleman has never really had to work this hard. He's never had to run this much or get hit this much. You coming from college, I mean, how are you handling sort of like the grueling pace of this camp and all the pads and all the hitting that's going on?
D-line, we used to this. We go at it every day with the offensive linemen, so we're used to the hitting and all that. So our body's actually conditioned to it, so it's just normal for us.
We know Desmond was hurt, and we haven't seen John Hughes in a while. Is it a legitimate concern that the D line's losing two key guys? The depth is really going to be tested. I mean, you guys haven't played yet. You know what I mean? And these are some good players you guys were counting on.
Yeah, it's just but a lot of guys have to step up this time. Just to come in and make plays. Just like we were drafted for. Like me and Carl, we have to come in and make plays. Key players like that go down. We just have to come in and do our responsibilities.
You feel like maybe you're getting thrown into the fire a little bit more than you would have because of these situations?
Coming out of college, I was prepared. I was prepared for whatever they asked me to do. If I should go in there and start right away, I was prepared for that too. So.
How vital is your position in this run defense? Because the run defense here hasn't been very good in a long time, and I know Ray Horton wants that to change.
Yeah. I mean, it's real vital. I mean, every position on the D-line is very vital. We have to hold our gaps, make sure we have to open it up for the linebackers to come in and make the play. Sometimes we're the ones that take on the two blocks, our linebackers come in free. So we're key to defense. So.
You play 3 and 5 technique depending where the tight end's at, or is it just one or the other?
It just depends on the play that we're doing. So.
But you do both at that spot?